What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Let's get right into it.
What has been the sum benefit to black people of 50 years of hip hop?
Outside of economic advancement,
What was the economic advancement of black America because of
it's
hip
our
hop?
business. It's their biggest export. Everybody in the black community.
I'm gonna ask you again.
Yes, sir.
How did black America benefit from 50 years of hip hop? And don't give me individual rappers. That's called tokenism and bourgeoisie.
I won't give I won't give you tokenism. I
How
will
have
give
we
you
benefited as a people from hip hop?
advancement.
What's the advancement of 50 years of hip hop or the benefit of 50 years of hip hop? Nothing. Because we sold it before it even had 2 feet to stand on. Let's go.
Advancements in fashion.
How? Fashion? That's
No,
nothing.
you if
Advancement in fashion,
I can't let you have that. That one I can't let you
we
have
don't
that.
control fashion. What are you
Anyone
talking
that's
about?
able to make money, any black person that's able to make a living in an industry,
Bro, how many is that? The labels that
It's
people
way
wear
more
is
now.
white people labels.
It's way more now
is
than
it?
what was going on.
But that's not a real benefit.
I would disagree.
How is black
disagree.
America benefiting from fashion? What are we talking
Any
about?
advancement in fashion
How
for black
do we benefit
people.
from fashion, bro?
But those same companies just came.
The dude that's talking about fashion, I totally disagree with the fashion part because the fact we support everybody else when it comes to fashion. White people don't even wear the stuff that we wear, like Gucci and Prada and all that stuff. And they probably wear Prada, but like Gucci, I have never seen. I worked as a bartender, and I have never seen a white person ever come in there with Gucci on. We the ones that's making them rich, but hey,
Came out. What was the company that came out and they're boosting up their prices for bags by like thousands of dollars?
LVMH.
Yeah, that's not beneficial to black people.
Yeah.
So
You're missing what I'm saying. If hip hop, when hip hop comes, hip hop is an entire culture. Our fashion, the way we walk, the way we
How
talk.
is that a benefit to black America?
Because now people who didn't have access to jobs in the fashion, black people specifically, who didn't have access to jobs before the explosion of hip hop, 50 years
these
ago.
white companies that make billions of dollars.
Forget
off
the white
of
companies.
our-
I'm talking about black-owned companies
like
that have come.
who? How many?
Fubu, Carl Kanai.
I'm getting out of here.
what?
Who the fuck wearing FUBU and Carl Kanai in 2024?
You said in 50.
on, man.
You're moving.
Come on.
You're moving the goal.
That's bullshit.
You're moving the goalpost.
Who
You're,
wearing that?
you're moving the goalpost.
Come on,
You
man.
said in 50 years.
Oh, come on.
You said in.
Fubu and Carl Kanai would have been huge if they knew how to maintain it. It wasn't systemic racism. It was the fact that they don't know how to we don't know how to maintain shit. If we come up on something and we put something together that's positive and it starts selling, we don't know how to maintain it.
50 years.
You reaching, bro. You reaching.
That's not true though. People
I'm-
That is a reach. What?
You said in 50 years.
50 years.
What has
You said 50
transpired?
years.
This ninja went back to the late 80s.
Is Fubu
No.
still around?
This is crazy.
No.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
but,
is.
But it's not as obvious. It's not where it was before. But the advancement that those four
All right,
men.
boom, boom, boom.
So 50 years,
I have
you had
bravado.
on the FUBU jacket and some Carl Kanai.
No,
And
listen.
for the billions that hip hop make, I'm supposed to be content with that.
I didn't say be
no.
content. You asked
You
a
asked
question.
which
I
brands.
offered you.
Horrible
Yes.
answer. Give me some.
All right. I like Dr. Umar. Some things he say. But Dr. Umar has to stop holding on to something that basically he never was a part of. I wasn't a part of it, and these young people was not a part of it. Let me tell you something. Right? Let me tell you something. You cannot tell the young people that you need to sit on your ass, indirectly sit on your ass and wait for something to be given to you. He's indirectly teaching them that. People who are sitting on their ass is listening to him saying, I'm not doing nothing because of racism. This is happening, and they never experienced racism ever, right? So he's holding on to something. I'm not going to say that systemic racism isn't real, but it's not in the context that he's talking about. Kai Cenat is the biggest streamer on the planet. He's darker than me. There is systemic racism, but not in the context that he's talking about. If it was in the context that he's talking about, his ass wouldn't be alive, buddy. Okay, people, here's another. I'm gonna revisit this. I posted this a while ago. Yeah, let's get into it. With everything going on surrounding Cat Williams, this statement gets overlooked. I didn't see nobody post this anywhere. Check it out.
You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still going to be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity.
All right, let's read the comments. This comment's on my video. He sounds like every other informed conspiracy theorist on the internet. All right, what I have to say to that is even conspiracies have truth to them. Willie D quit looking impressed like that was some insightful shit. That's horrible evidence for a made-up story. Don't be talking about stolen identities, then try to steal someone else's in the next sentence. Sounds stupid. Listen. They know more about us than we do. Point blank, period. Right? They know how we eat. They know what we listen to. They know the 1st and the 15th. They know what we're going to spend our money on. They know everything. That's why they know how to market to. We are the easiest people to market to because they know everything about us, and they've been knowing everything about us. I mean, granted, you can say that they gave us our culture. We just remixed it. But yeah, they know more about our history than we do. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Next.
That one, right? You can't be the one to pay for the meal and because you're dating down.
Especially hard in this economy. And guess what?
Let me tell y'all something. This dating down stuff is a delusion or delusional. The guy that's down there, the average worker, the positive guy, is going to appreciate you more than the guy up there. And let me tell you the flip side of that. The guy up there has a lot of options, so why would he stop with you? He doesn't care how much money you make. Now, the guy up there, he's going to date down and upgrade the woman that's down there instead of getting with you that's already up there. Just to let you know.
Many women say they are finding it very hard to find a man who makes as much as they do. A study by Cornell University found that the country's declining marriage rate is
Shout out to Abba and Preach.
due to the lack of financially eligible bachelors. Women are actually outpacing men with education, and this is changing the age-old mentality that men are the breadwinners. In turn, the gig or small gigs economy and lack of good jobs out there have left the ladies single and disgruntled. And researchers say they are seeing a trend of women dating down, which means, you know, I mean, who I say all that.
Disgruntled. This is just the reality of it. So women, you know, we're more educated now, and I think that we're furthering our education. So with that being said, we're going to hold off on the baby making. We're going to hold off until we get that great job, really career driven. And I don't think there's anything wrong with hoping that there's someone either on your level or higher than you.
So, okay.
Go ahead, love doctor.
All right. So before, right, it was okay when the man made more money to be the one to buy everything, to do, you know, treat you and all this other kind of stuff. And now that you make more money, you can't be that one, right? You can't be the one to pay for the meal and because you're dating down.
I hate
that some of the issue here is that it may be the psyche of the men, that when they make less, they are insecure and it can
This
affect their
report is about
relationship.
the women complaining about the fact that,
they
oh,
don't
now
have.
I got to get
So
a guy
yeah, I
that
guess
has
my
less
question
money
would be:
than me.
so are these women expecting the men to cover everything? They want those breadwinners, so they.
That's what it sounds like
Of course.
to me by this particular study. I have to date down now. What is that? You wanted to make more.
Look at that face. Look at that face. that tells a lot.
Money, you make more money. What's the if there is a responsibility with making more money? First of all, I don't believe in any of it. But if there's a responsibility that comes with making more money, accept it. You wanted to make more money.
Look at her face. Did you see? This. Did you see?
You wanted to make more money.
Right.
You know, are you going to find many men out there that makes as much as you do?
And my point is, so now you're going to, because we hear so much about women that are like, oh, there's nobody out there, there's no one out there, I can't find love, I'm getting too old. Now you're going to sacrifice the fact that you could find that love because the man's not making that much money, and you're going to date down?
All right.
No.
Exactly. Let's go.
They're robbing us. I have a feeling this is going to be our morning rush hour.
Let me break it down to you, y'all. Men and trigger words. So I'm going to say a couple trigger words because, you know, we're obsessed with trigger words and you can't say nothing without somebody getting mad. I'm mad. Oh, he said something I didn't like. Oh, even though it didn't cause no harm to you. Now, a man is the key to a woman's happiness. And I'm not talking about relationships. I'm talking about material. Everything that a woman desires, everything that a woman wants, right? Men died for that shit.